Hello, my YouTube family. Well, it is Tuesday, February 11th, 2014. No, I did not have another dream about Justin Timberlake, so we're safe on that regard. Okay, but remember I told you about the facial scrub, the St. Ives facial scrub that was coming, and I would show it to you when it finally arrived. Well, it finally arrived, but it was the wrong scrub. It was an olive facial scrub, but they sent me the wrong one. See, St. Ives made two different formulas with two different packagings. The packaging on the picture that I ordered from was the original formula. That's the one I wanted. Of course, what do they send me? The new look with the new formula. No, bitch, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted the original formula. I'm sorry, I had to start off that way with a little bit of a rant, but I hate when this stuff happens. I hate it. I hate when I order something and I'm anxiously awaiting it and then they send you the wrong damn thing. False advertising. You've got a picture of one thing, you're sending me something else. False advertising. Bait and switch. I don't go for that crap. No, no. No, no, no. So needless to say, that crap is going back. You will refund my money and I will get my money back and I will order from another seller who knows exactly what they're doing. Okay? I'm sorry, people. Okay. This is going to be a face of the day because I've got newer products, you know, from the haul, and living my best life. This is one of your lipsticks that you sent me, so I'm going to review that as well. So let's just work our way down, shall we? Only the eyeliner is new. Yeah, this is the Sephora. Remember that 3-pack that I got, or 5-pack? I think it was a 5-pack. Yeah, 5-pack that I got of Sephora eyeliners. This was, I have one new one left. This is the brown one, Sephora Nano, and this is in the color chocolate. Simple. Simple and to the point. Chocolate. Right there. That is chocolate. I know you can't see it that well, but that's what it says. So, chocolate. That's the new eyeliner. Chocolate. You know, I really like these. I know they're short as all hell, but I really like them because they're soft. They may look very pointy when you start to work with them. Like the very first time you work with them, they look really, really sharp and pointy. But as soon as you put it on, it just bends to a nice, and you don't have to tug, and they're really good. So, Sephora, you done good with these, I must say. Blush is new. This one is a blush by 3, this packaging. And this one is in lace. Lace 367. Here is lace. And here is lace. And the one I am wearing is this one right here. This one is called, hold on, Crochet. This one here, that's the one I'm wearing. This one is called Crochet. And that's the blush I'm wearing. So there you go. And I think this middle one is the dupe for something. This is the dupe for something. Rose gold. This is the dupe. This is the sleek dupe for the sleek single rose gold. That's it. That's the reason why I bought the whole thing. So I know they're turning orange and for some reason, but and this is not that orange at all. It's more of a corally pink. This is the one I'm wearing. And it's a little darker than what it's showing. There it is. That's it right there. This is it. Crochet. This is Crochet. The middle one is not rose gold. It's called Gui Pure. I don't know what. And this one is Chantilly. But the entire palette is called Lace. And that's the one I'm wearing. I'm wearing Crochet on my cheeks. Barely there. Because with sleek, you have to use a light hand, people. Light hand. So, that is that. Put it back in the packaging. I like to keep them in their boxes so I know what they are. Because if I toss them all in my blush, blush basket, and I try to look for a sleek, I'll be looking for the same thing. And, at least with the pictures, I can tell which one it is. So, that's that with that. Next, lips. I lined my lips. It's a combo, people. I lined my lips with my MAC Magenta. MAC Magenta lined. And I filled my lips, living my best life, with this one, KleanColor Twinsies. And the color is called Bare Malibu. And it's kind of like a pinky shade. It's got a core in the middle. I'm assuming it's a moisturizing core. I don't know anything about these lipsticks, but there you go. It's got a core in the middle, and it is pink. It's a pink shade. And here you go. Did y'all want a swatch of the blush? You probably did, right? Okay, as soon as I'm done with this, then I'll go back and swatch the blush for you. This is Bare Malibu. A very light pink shade, so it needed a little help. And I topped it with, don't bother looking for this, because this is one of them no name, go in the store, you don't know what it is, but it looks nice, kind of a lip gloss. And I showed you the other one, which I think was called Heaven. This is called Heaven Lip Gloss Color Blocks. I forgot what the first one was called, but this one is called Block Away. Block Away. And I showed you another one before because I used one of those. This one is called Block Away, and it's got these 3 colors in it. And I used that one to top it off. I know it looks really, really red. And it is a fuchsia-ish with a blue undertone, this one. But that's what I used on top of this. And there it is, right there. It actually blended into the color of the lipstick. I don't know how that happened, because this looks nothing like this. But they went perfect together. As you can see, it just gave it a little punch, a little pop of more color. Because this was just kind of sitting there, just kind of bland. So I needed to punch it up a little. And so I used this one. So this is called Heaven Lip Gloss Color Blocks in Block Away. No name, brand. I don't even know where I got this. So I think I got it at an Ulta. But this was an Ulta from like 1996 or something. That's how old this is, people. So, okay, so that takes care of lips of the day, and that's look of the day, that's face of the day. Do I have anything to tell you? I don't, really. I already ranted about the stupid facial scrub that I really, really wanted, but I'm going to have to send back because that's not what I wanted. So, and I hate sending stuff back, people. Because, you tear up the package thinking, okay, well, you're going to be satisfied with what you ordered because that's what you ordered. What you ordered is what you ordered. No. Now I'm going to have to take the package back, return it, do this, that, and the other, go on Amazon, complain. Yeah, people. I don't like that. Oh, but I do have to tell you this good news. Guess who's back on the writing tip? I just brought I brought both my notebooks with the one story in it, and I reread the entire thing. 29 chapters. 29 chapters. And I finally started chapter 30. I finally broke through. I don't know what it was. I just kind of forced it, and I knew how to pick up on it. So I finally, after months and months, almost a year. Oh, he's going through his cat crazy. He has no set time for his cat craziness. It just happens. Like 1 minute he's calm as a cat. And next thing you know, he's jolting. I don't know where this burst of energy comes from. I really have no idea. But he just jolts and starts playing with his toys and stuff. I don't know what happens. It's kind of disconcerting because you just never know when it's going to happen. Like, it should come at a certain time every night. Like, okay, 7 o'clock, boom, then he's going to start going crazy. No, it could start now. I don't know if it happens during, I'm sure it probably happens during the day when I'm not here. It does happen late at night. When I'm sleeping, that's when he goes cat crazy also. Like, jumps on the bed over me. And I'm like, hey. And I'll listen to him going all over the living room, down the hall. And then he just finally just peters out. And then he goes to sleep. The life of a cat owner and the life of a cat. So, anyway, back to the writing situation. So yeah, I'm back on that. I'm very happy. I'm very grateful. We'll see if it continues because I started late. When I started finally writing, it was like 4:45 already, but I managed to, did I finish the chapter? I don't know if I finished it. I don't think I'm done with the chapter just yet. I stopped at the last sentence and then like I couldn't go any further. So I said, okay, let me just leave it there. But I'm going to try to continue it again. Chapter 30. I don't know where this story's going. I have no idea where the story's going. It just goes. And when it ends, it ends. That's just how I write. And on that regard, that is it, people. This is Lips of the Day, Look of the Day. I'm sorry I'm not wearing anything of any like particular super name brand that everybody's like familiar with. But I have to use up these. The e.l.f. bag. The e.l.f. bag is still massive. It's still massive. I still got things. I've got eyeshadows galore. I've got basically eyeshadows that are left. I've got other blushes too. Other sleek blushes, as a matter of fact. So I've got a lot of stuff to still review. So I don't really have to buy anything new because I have new stuff that I'm reviewing ever since what? This e.l.f. bag came what? December? It's February now? Okay. So that's that, people. So that is that. I have no dreams to speak of. I'm using the Medicine Mama's Sweet Bee with my foundation today. Worked out splendidly, people. Splendidly. I'm loving the Egyptian magic and I'm loving the Sweet Bee magic. So yeah, I don't know if it's the color, if the makeup, I don't know, but I'm liking it, or the lighting. It could be the lighting, I don't know. Because sometimes it gets very pale or what have you. I like what is happening to my skin. Maybe I'm deluding myself. I do see a glow. I don't know if you see the glow. I don't think it's a 16-year-old glow. Maybe it's the 50-year-old glow. How about I should just come to terms with the fact that 16 has come and gone twice over. And it's just, I have to get used to a mature glow. How about that? How about I need to just come to terms with the fact that the glow at 16 was a teenage, youthful 16-year-old glow. Be happy that you had it. Your skin was looking magnificent. You were at the peak of your teenage-dom, and you were looking good. I need to come to terms with the fact that that was then, this is now, then and now will never meet again ever. So I have to come to terms. But if y'all knew me at 16. Okay. And I had boyfriends and stuff like that. I was living a good teenage life. I was going to an all-girls Catholic high school, but it's not like I was wild, because for some reason, girls in all-girls Catholic high school have the reputation of, ooh, she must have been wild, because you're so contained in the Catholic school, and once you go out the door, you just become this wild woman, and you just boys galore. No. I mean, I was a typical teenager. I had a boyfriend. And, you know, it's that type of 16-year-old boyfriend when you think you're just going to marry him. And, yeah, for real. I think that particular boyfriend lasted 4 years. 3 or 4. No, maybe even longer than that. Because the boyfriend that I had at 16, I think I had at 15. So maybe 15, 16, and then 17 and 18. And then we went to college and we broke up. He went to Queens College, and I started to go to college at Borough of Manhattan Community College. I was so dissatisfied and just unhappy that, of course, knowing that he went to Queens College, I said, oh, I'll transfer to Queens College, because I wasn't over him. We broke up, but I wasn't over him. So I said, let me transfer to Queens College, and then we could go to college together, and we could be college sweethearts. Yeah, that didn't last long at all, because when I finally transferred over, he was a totally different person. Totally different person. And so we just really had to part ways. But then he got himself a new girlfriend. And guess who the new girlfriend was? A friend of mine. Now, I know that there's supposed to be a girl code that even when you break up with somebody, your girlfriend is not supposed to go with the person that you broke up with. She said to hell with that. And he said to hell with that. So basically, that had to be the slap in my face whenever I saw them walking on campus together, holding hands and being all lovey-dovey. Because that was me just a year ago, a year prior. And then a whole year later, I know I sound like I'm still bitter. It was college, you know, years and years and years ago. But this is what happened. This has been my life with guys for some reason. That happened with that particular boyfriend. Then there was the other boyfriend after that boyfriend. Now, the boyfriend after the college boyfriend was the one I really, like, my whole heart and soul went into that boyfriend. That boyfriend went to the Navy and broke my heart there. Because even though I saw him go to the Navy, I mean, we were together before. I had met that boyfriend while I was still in college. So college boyfriend, I couldn't care less about him anymore because I had met somebody new while I was still in college. Now, mind you, you know me in the history of going with a youngin'. I had met the after first college boyfriend, the second boyfriend while I was still in college. I met him at one of my girlfriend's house parties. And all it took was one dance to the song of Careless Whispers. Wham! Careless Whispers, if any of you are familiar, if any of you are old enough to remember that song. That was the dance, and I was gone. At the end of the song, I was in love with this guy. I was in love with this guy. He was taller than me, and he was nice, and he made me laugh, and we had a good time that evening. And we exchanged numbers and stuff and such. And let's see, how old was I? I was 20. I was 20. We had exchanged numbers and such. And he started to call me the next day and this, and that. And then finally he said, you know, I have to tell you something. I said, what? He goes, I'm not the age you might think I am. So I'm like, okay, well, how old are you? Because everybody at the party was like 18 and over. Except him. He had come with a bunch of other friends of his that were friends with the girlfriend that threw the party. She didn't tell me that there were younger people at the party. So I'm just assuming, even though I was 20 and she was 20, you know, we had friends that were a little younger, a little older. And I'm thinking, because it didn't even dawn on me. He was taller than I was, a manly body. And I said, how old are you? I was 19. I was 19 because of the age that I'm about to tell you that he was. I was 19. He goes, I know you probably think I'm 18. I said, well, yeah, I just kind of assumed. I said, oh, are you older? And he said, no, I'm younger. I said, oh, well, 17. He said, mm-mm. I said, surely you're not 13 or 12. And he said, no, I'm 16. I said, do you know how old I am? And he said, well, you're probably 18. I said, no, I'm 19. I said, you're jailbait. I can be arrested for even talking to you. I can, you know, and if this is going to go any further, the things that I think we're going to do, I can definitely be arrested for. And he said, but who has to know? I mean, he was quick. So needless to say, 5 years we went together. We went together for 5 years. Then he went to the Navy. And that was it. He went to the Navy. And he would come home during the weekends when he would have leave. And we would still be able to have fun. I would write to him every single day. When he was in the Navy, he was at boot camp. I would call him at night. And he was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia. And, you know, he came home for holidays, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, mainly Christmas. And we still managed to have a good time. And we had a lot of fun. And, you know, during the times that he would have like 3-day weekends, he would actually come and pick me up. And I would we would drive to Norfolk, Virginia, rent a hotel. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I think the first time I went to Norfolk, Virginia, I took a Greyhound bus trip to Norfolk, Virginia. That was hours of driving. But he was there, man. He picked me up at the bus depot. It was love. For me, I just knew I was going to marry, regardless of the age. I just knew. I said, this one's it. This hook, line, and sinker. I'm in. I'm done. I'm in. I'm done. We're doing the rest of our lives together. That's it. Well, it didn't really turn out that way. And let me just put it this way. When we did break up, I was in such agony, but I was still hoping. I was still hoping. So when I found out that, because he had gone to a war. It was Desert Storm. He had gone to Desert Storm and came back. And when I knew that the ships were coming back to Norfolk, Virginia, I said, I'm going to go there. I'm going to surprise him. I'm going to surprise him. He'll see me and the chemistry will be there again and we can pick it up from where we left off. That was the worst mistake I ever made. Because I went there. I got on the ship. He did not expect me. I had to stop a Navy person and ask, do you know so-and-so? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, he's not expecting me. This is kind of a surprise visit. Could you get him for me? And he said, oh, okay, great. Now, I'm standing there. I'm on the ship. I'm standing there. And, you know, where the guys were coming out of, it was like a couple of feet away. I saw the guy that I had spoken to go get him walk, and then he was right behind the guy. And he looked in my direction, and he looked back at the guy, and I read his lips, and his lips said, "What is she doing here?" I kept my composure. I kept my composure. I figured maybe he's really, really surprised. So, you know, we hugged, and we went over to some place to talk, and I basically just, I literally, I reached inside my chest, took my heart out, gave it to him, and said, "I want us to be a couple again. I want us to come back together again." I literally, you know, blood dripping, and the heart is right there in my hand. I gave it to him, handed it to him. And he said, "I'm afraid that's not going to happen." You don't have to slap me in the face twice. Okay? So I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, you know, I wish you well." And it didn't dawn on me. It didn't dawn on me that he was already seeing someone else. It didn't dawn on me. So I left, got back on the plane. I don't even know how I got back home. Because I was so numb from the hurt that I got on the plane. I went back to the hotel, packed my stuff, got to the airport. I don't even know how I did it. I wound up back home. I'm sorry if you hear that. That's the scoop free. I guess somebody went to the bathroom. Got back home, and my mom had to console me in a way that she'd never had to console me before. So anyway, I know it still hurts after all these years. I don't understand. So anyway, you know, he went his way and I went my way, and you know, he eventually married that girl that was after me, and they have a family together. They, you know, he's got grown kids now. We're friends on Facebook. Believe it or not, we are friends on Facebook. So, you know, it's water under the bridge, and I don't feel the same way about him because he's a totally different person now. He is completely different. The person that I'm talking about is the person of way back when. He is a totally different person now. And, you know, it is what it is. It wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. But I still feel that hurt. I'm not hurt presently, but going back in memory, I can still feel the hurt. I lived through it. I've moved on. I've since gone with somebody else and lived with that person, and that didn't work out, and now that person is also married to somebody else. So you see my history with guys. I don't really have a good solid, rock solid relationship with guys for some reason, or I have a set time to be with them, and then either I move on or they move on, and then they eventually marry somebody else. So I'm thinking I'm just not marriage material. I guess not. I'm not marriage material. So, but in all fairness, I have to say that the guy that I lived with, I broke his heart. I'm the one that wanted to move out because it just wasn't working for us. There he goes again. And, you know, he eventually moved on, obviously, because now he's married. I'm really the only one that's just not marriage material, people. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. And dreaming about, you know, I can't say a fictitious person because Justin Timberlake does exist, but dreaming of guys that A, are way too young for me still, and that I will never ever meet. I don't know. You see him going crazy, right? You see him going crazy? Are you done? So let me end it on that note. There we go. No, he's done now. So basically, in a nutshell, this is the man of my life. Tomcat. That's who I'm going to grow old with. And there you have it. I hope I didn't depress you because, you know, that really was not, that was not the goal. I just Went off on a tangent. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of face of the day and look of the day and whatever. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, there I go again, past 30. I'm sorry, people. I start talking and I start telling you my stories. So that is it. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.